Hello, everyone, and welcome to podcast 9 3/4, a Potter podcast. I'm your host, the Half-Blood Princess. Today, I'm going to talk about 5 changed scenes from the Harry Potter movies that were completely unnecessary. But before I get started, if you love Harry Potter as much as I do, be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Like any book-to-film adaptation, the Harry Potter series saw many changes. Here are 5 of the most unnecessary changes of all. Let's start with the burning of the Burrow. There are several movie scenes in Harry Potter that fans often mistake for book canon, but the burning of the Burrow is not one of them. Bellatrix and Greyback appearing out of nowhere, setting the house on fire, and getting chased through the fields by Harry contributed nothing to the story and ultimately contradicted several plot points. For example, Harry was under constant protection from Voldemort. If it was so easy for the Death Eaters to find him and blow up the house where he was staying, they could have killed Harry a long time ago. This becomes even more frustrating considering all of the missed scenes from the books that could have been included in the film if time wasn't wasted on this unnecessary addition. For the next scene, let's talk about the snapping of the Elder Wand. By the end of Deathly Hallows, Harry obtained the most dangerous wand type in the Harry Potter series. However, even Dumbledore had not succeeded in keeping it out of dangerous hands, showing Harry how risky it was to continue to use this powerful weapon. In the book, Harry uses the Elder Wand to mend his own wand that had previously broken, then put it back in Dumbledore's grave. While there was no guarantee, he hoped this would ensure the wand's power would one day die with him. Of course, breaking the wand in half and throwing it into a canyon would have been a sure way to end the Death Stick's power, which is what Harry did in the movie. However, if this had been possible, surely Dumbledore would have done it a long time ago. Next, we have Harry and Voldemort's final battle. The final battle in the Harry Potter book series had us sitting at the edge of our seats. Harry and Voldemort slowly circled in the Great Hall as Death Eaters and the Hogwarts fighters watched in silence. Harry tried to warn Voldemort that he could not win, but the Dark Lord fired his curse anyway. The battle ended with Tom Riddle lying dead on the floor, nothing but a man. This ending was a perfect climax to the long and beloved series, but the movie version of events let many of us down. The final battle occurred privately in the school courtyard, and Voldemort disintegrated into dust. Ultimately, this ending didn't do the story justice and left me wondering why it was ever changed. Next, we have Barney Crouch Jr.'s simplified story. The whole of Goblet of Fire was dedicated to discovering who had put Harry's name into the goblet. Of course, the big revelation was that it was Mad-Eye Moody, who was actually Barney Crouch Jr. in disguise. With the help of Veritaserum, the imposter explained in the book that his father had broken him out of prison and held him prisoner himself under the Imperius Curse until he eventually escaped and rejoined his master. However, Crouch Jr.'s entire story was left out of the movie. Instead, the character was only briefly shown on screen before he was returned to Azkaban with no explanation about what had happened. This greatly cheapened the complicated plot of that year, leaving a lot of us fans frustrated. And lastly, removing Voldemort's backstory. Harry spent his 6th year at Hogwarts learning about Voldemort's history. Dumbledore wanted Harry to understand who Tom Riddle had been, such as his parentage and how he had behaved both during and after his time at Hogwarts. This research revealed that the Harry Potter villain as a cunning man whose hubris ensured he could never understand the power of love. However, most of Tom Riddle's backstory was cut from the films. All that remained were the basics about the Horcruxes, which were less impactful without the information from the books. The omission of this history resulted in a frustratingly flat villain, and many fans would have expected more. There are so many changes from the books to the films, but these are just a few that I found completely unnecessary. Let me know in the comment section any changes in the films you thought we could have done without. Be sure to like and subscribe. Okay, love you. Bye.